What's up, y'all? It's your girl Jay Renee with Prison Ride Radio. I hope that you're doing well. This morning I got a brother on the phone by the name of Derrick Jones that's gonna tell us, what's going on with him. When it comes to our platform, talking about being sentenced too young, all across America, this is something that happens to our people. So we're gonna learn a little more about the bro and get into it. All right, what's up, bro? How you doing?
I'm all right. How are you this morning?
I'm pretty well, thank you. So we're gonna jump right into it. Tell the people a little bit about yourself and where you from.
I'm from Kansas City, Missouri. My name's Derrick Jones. I'm 44, and I was charged with the crimes of murder, robbery, 5 counts of kidnapping, 7 counts of armed criminal action. At the age of 18, judge sentenced me to life plus 15 years.
Okay, how long have you been incarcerated so far?
I've been in prison now for 25 and a half years.
Okay. Um, a lot can happen in 25 years, Tell us the difference between the man that you were at the age of 18 and who you are now.
At the age of 18, I was an 18-year-old kid who thought he knew everything and had no regard for anything or anyone outside of my purview. And today I speak to you as a 44-year-old man who knows and understands the things behind the actions that I've taken, the consequences behind the actions. And I'm not just talking about me per se. I'm talking about on my family, on my victim's family, and how that ripple effect continues to go on and on and on.
Yeah. Yeah, it definitely has a ripple effect. So tell us some of the things that you've been up to since you've been incarcerated.
Since I've been in prison over the last 25 years, I did a lot of work on myself, self-education. One of the main things, important things that I got involved in was a program called Offenders Offering Alternatives. This is a program where us offenders work with probation and parole, and they bring their clients in who are on probation and the youth from the community or high school kids, and we talk to them about the realities of prison and what making bad decisions can land them. And this is a program that I've been involved in for 17 years now, and it's so rewarding to talk to someone and to see the light bulb go off and to be able to have an impact on someone's life to prevent them from ending up in the situation that I'm in. That's one of the things.
Okay.
I been involved in hospice for 15 years. You know, that has been a thing that's near and dear to me. Some people might look at it as a sad thing or a bad thing, but I had to ask myself, if I was dying in prison, would I want to sit in a cold, cinder block room by myself with nobody there with me? Or would I want somebody there with me to sit, talk to me or hold my hand or
Right.
just be there, have a presence there? And that is something that I do often.
This call is from a correctional facility and may be monitored and recorded.
Sometimes it can have an effect on you, mentally and emotionally. So I take my breaks on and off from that. And I have been a recreation official like 20 years, all across all sports. I pretty much just retired from that like last year. It's like too much dealing with these youngsters, and it's rough. So,
Yeah. Dealing with kids can be rough.
Go ahead.
I said dealing with kids can be rough.
Yeah. Yeah, so like right now they have this global leadership academy, and that's a big thing here in Missouri. And it's through the Global Leadership Summit that happens every year in August. And they created an academy out of that. And what we do in there is bridging the gap between staff and residents, and to be able to open the line of communication, because prison has been a bad place for communication over all these years. So this program is a group of like 18 offenders and like 10 staff from administration down to COs. And we sit in a room and we talk about problems and we work problems out. And we do things, to better the community around here for everyone involved and to change the culture of prison as a whole. As of right now, anybody can go to Facebook and Jefferson City Correctional Center, and there's something on there. There's a video. I'm in a video because I asked the administration here to allow us to talk to the new officers when they come in, because we know and understand that the academy teaches that they're all bad, that they're all trying to get something off on you, they're all this and that, and that's not the reality. So when I asked the administration to allow us to talk to them, to let them see that we're people, and they allowed us to do it and gave us free reign to go in there and talk to the new officers, this is something that turned out very, very good for us and for them.
Right.
And that's just a number of the things that I'm involved in right now.
Okay. You're definitely involved in a lot of things that I think keep you tapped in with the compassion that you need to be successful in this world. You know what I mean? And just the things to remember that you are human. You're not just a prisoner. You're far more than that. You know what I mean? Um,
Yeah.
25 years is a long time to be incarcerated. How are you?
You said, how am I?
Yeah.
Just physically, I'm good. Mentally and emotionally, psychologically, I'll have my moments.
Yeah.
Because, I came in as a kid in my life. I have literally spent more time in prison than I spent in the outside world.
Yeah.
I've had to mature in this place. So I had my days. It's like I worked so hard to become a better person, and now I'm at the point like I don't know what else work that needs to be done. The work is continual, but I don't know what areas I need to work in more.
Right.
So I think I'm kind of at the point where I see myself regressing in some spaces. So it's a battle between mind and heart. Like, okay, do I keep on still pushing forward? Oh, I have to keep pushing forward.
Yeah.
But you're not going to give me no chance. So it's like I don't know, what my future looks like.
Yeah.
Regardless of how much good that I do, my mandatory minimum says I don't go up for parole until 2038.
Right.
But I know that if they put me in front of a parole board today, they will be hard pressed not to give me a date. So that's all I'm looking for. Put me in front of the board. I'm not asking y'all to let me out. Put me in front of the board. Let the board decide. Let the board look at my record, look at my walk. Not just on paper.
Right.
Talk to the administration, the staff. Look at my walk. My walk speaks for itself.
Okay. That's what I hear you loud and clear, bro, for sure. You just, give you an opportunity to prove who you are. And I can understand that, 110%. Let's talk about some of the things that you hope to do in the future. Do you have anything that you're trying to put together, or is there anything else that you're trying to become a part of?
Right now, what I'm trying to do is ensure that we, when I say we, I'm talking about the guys here within the prison that are mature, help these young guys, man. We are trying to get these guys off of drugs, get these guys jobs, get them educated, make sure that they know and understand how to function normally, as I had to learn to function normally. So that's what's going on here. As far as outside, I'm just trying to maintain the relationships with my family and stuff, because after 25 years, you know people, but do you know people? It's the disconnect. So trying to keep and maintain that connection with family and friends and loved ones is where my focus is at. So on top of that, talking to these legislators, trying to get the governor here in Missouri to just hear my story because I have wrote articles. I have. Hold on a second. Sorry about that. Trying to get these legislators. So what I have right now is I have a letter that I usually send to a lot of people that's like an introductory letter that tells them about me, what I got going on, and stuff like that. And then I have this article that I wrote. It's called "What Does Rehabilitation Look Like?" Because I feel that it's not spoken on. You know, they put us in here and say basically he's incorrigible, so just leave him in there. I'm trying to prove and show to society that that is not the case. So I'm working on that, and that's a hard fight because even though I use social media and email, I don't have a following, and it's difficult for me to get the word to the people that the word needs to get to.
Okay. I'd like to. You got these articles? They online?
No, they're
Okay.
not online. What people can do, my outside
This call is
email,
from a correctional facility and may be monitored and recorded.
my outside email out there is B as in boy, O D as in dog, JONES81 at gmail.com, and they can request an article.
Okay.
And my social media is on Facebook is Derrick Jones at Facebook, and then Instagram and Twitter is the numbers 1999TO2038. And I ask that everybody be careful. Do not send money under any circumstance. There's a lot of fake pages. People keep making fake pages asking people for money and stuff like that. I do
Yeah.
not ask for money.
They bad
So
about that
let's be
shit,
clear.
huh?
Yeah, let's be clear. I do not send money under any circumstances. And my real page will have that posted at least once a week.
Okay.
So
All right.
anybody want to know anything, that's how they get at me. And or they can go on Secures and look me up. I'm in Missouri. My prison number is 102-1962.
All right. Well, I want to give you an opportunity to address the listeners, to say whatever you want to say, or whatever you want to share. The floor is yours.
I would like to say I can show that rehabilitation is possible, and that sometimes those that the courts or society deems incorrigible can arise from the actions, and I am one of those. And I'm looking forward to becoming a productive member of society. But as it stands right now, the criminal justice system is mostly focused on the guys who are the innocents, the actual innocents. And I do not knock them, but it is a whole class of offenders, convicts, whatever you want to call us, that are sitting here who has done the necessary work to become better people who deserve a chance. And I think that as a society, we need to start looking at, okay, if a guy goes to a correctional center and corrects himself, what then? Do you still hold him? Why are we calling them correctional centers? We might as well call them warehouses, And the climate right now surrounding criminal justice is here and there. Every state has their own thing, but we all need to come together and realize that we're all human beings, and as human beings, we have to have some type of rationale that is going to work for everybody. I'm not suggesting let everybody out of prison. No, it's a case-by-case basis. We still have to protect those out in society, but at the same time, we can't leave guys like me sitting here, taking up space, taking up resources, taking up funds, when I could be out there and be a taxpayer, productive member of society.